Do you remember when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in 2022?
Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Today, we're gonna read an article from BBC News about this incident in 2022. This is an old article, I know, and you're gonna learn lots of new vocabularies, new and advanced vocabularies, new grammar structures, and new expressions. And you're gonna practice on your pronunciation as well. I will read the article and I will take detailed notes and I will explain everything for you. And at the end of the video, I will read the article for you one more time with a natural speed so you can work on your pronunciation. Let's start the article. Will Smith says bottled rage led him to slap Chris Rock at the Oscars. Well, all of you know Will Smith, yes? He is Will Smith. He is an actor. He is a famous actor. Famous means popular, well-known. Famous means that everyone, almost everyone, know him and watched his movies. So, Will Smith is a famous actor. Famous actor. Next, we have the word rage. Rage is a noun and it means anger. A bottled rage. A bottled rage. What is a bottled rage? As you can see, this is a bottle and there is water in it, yes? So if I move it, if I shake it, the water doesn't pour. So this is bottled, that keep the water inside itself. So if I shake it, if I move it, it doesn't pour. So this is bottled. This is bottled. Bottled rage is a lot of anger that you have kept inside of yourself for a long time and you didn't express it. Bottled mostly comes with the negative adjectives like bottled rage, bottled jealousy, and so on. The next word is slap. Slap. This is a slap, okay? A slap. I can't show it. This is a slap, okay? But you can use this word to slap a mosquito or a bug on your arm, okay? The actor has been interviewed for the first time since the incident, which he described as a horrific night. First, let's talk about incident. Incident is a word that refers to an event which is unusual and sometimes it can be violent. So, incident. So Will Smith is referring that the slap was an incident. Next we have the adjective horrific. Horrific. The stress is on the second syllable. Horrific. So horrific means very, very bad in a way that is frightening or upsetting you. This is a really useful adjective and you can use it instead of very bad, awful, and these adjectives that you use them most of the time. So, horrific. And the example would be, imagine you have come home from a long day and you are so tired and your mother asks you, how was your day? And you say, it was a horrific day. It was a horrific day. It was a very bad day. I couldn't handle it. Let's continue. Appearing on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, he said, I was going through something that night, you know. So I was going through something that night. I was going through something. First point. This sentence is in past progressive tense. He is saying that when he was at the Oscars night, he was feeling bad. Something bad was happening in his life at that moment, at that night. So, he was going through something. Go through something means to experience something difficult in our lives. Whenever you're experiencing something difficult, like you have just broken up with your lover, BF or GF, whatever, and someone asks you what's wrong, and you tell them, I'm just going through a lot these days. Through a lot these days. This is a general expression, and it means that you don't want to go for the detail and you don't want to tell the exact thing that happened to you that you feel bad or upset right now. You just want to say that I'm not in a good condition. You use this expression in progressive tenses. I'm going through a lot these days is a present progressive tense because that bad thing is happening right now in my life. And Will Smith is saying that in the past progressive tense. Let's continue. Not that justifies my behavior at all. So let's start with justify. When something justifies something else, it means you can use that thing as an excuse for that incident. Here, Will Smith is saying that feeling, that bad situation doesn't justify my behavior, doesn't justify that slap. He's saying that bad situation that he was having is not an excuse for his bad behavior. Smith added that there were many nuances and complexities to it, but added, I lost it. Nuance. This is a new word for you. Nuance is a very slightly difference in manner. So he's saying that I lost it. It here refers to the self-control of Will Smith. He is saying that I lost my control. I lost my temper. When you lose your temper, you lose control of your behavior, and sometimes you do something wrong. To lose it means to lose control over your emotions, actions, and whatever. To lose it. Smith stormed the stage at the Hollywood Award ceremony after Rock made a joke about Smith's wife Jada's shaved head. She has the hair loss condition alopecia. Smith stormed the stage. Stormed the stage means he was angry and he did an action out of anger. So he stormed the stage. He messed the stage. He messed the ceremony. Made a joke. Making a joke is a fixed collocation. Make joke about something. Make fun of something. So this is past tense. Rock made a joke in the past tense. So look at the apostrophes here. Apostrophe S here. Smith's wife. Here we have an apostrophe and an S. It's a position mark. So this wife is Will Smith's wife. And then we have Jada's shaved head. The shaved head is for Jada, who is Will Smith's wife. So we have a series of positions here. This is a shaved head. Alopecia. Alopecia is a condition, and here is mentioned as well, is a condition when people go bald for disease or sometimes natural reasons. Bald. When they have shaved head, we tell them bald. Hurt people. I understand how shocking that was for people. He told Noah. It was gone. That was a rage that had been bottled for a really long time. The adjective shocking here. Oh my God, This is a shocking reaction. So, this is different than being surprised. Surprised has a little positive meaning with it, but being shocked, imagine that when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, everyone on the stage was like that. They were shocked. They were shocked. This incident was shocking. So, shocking is a little bit negative. Next, we have the word bottled again. I told you at the first of the video, but let's add some more expressions to it. You shouldn't bottle up your emotion. You shouldn't bottle up your emotion. You shouldn't keep your emotions, especially negative emotions, for a long time. You should express your emotions. He said he also understood the pain he had caused and recalled the reaction of his 9-year-old nephew that night. Nephew is the male child of your sibling. Sibling is your sister or brother. And this is a neutral word and it can be used for both your sister and your brother. Imagine if I have a sister and my sister has a son, that son is called my nephew. Okay? So male child of my siblings would be called nephew. But about the female child? The female child is called niece. Nephew, niece. He is the sweetest little boy. Smith said, we came home and he had stayed up late to see his Uncle Will. And we're sitting in my kitchen and he's on my lap and he is holding the Oscar and he's just like, why did you hit that man, Uncle Will? Stay up late means to sleep, to not go to the bed and to be awake, stay up late. We have the word hit here. Hit. Why did you hit that man, Uncle Will? Hit is a synonym for a slap as well. But hit is more general and we can use it for punch. This is punch, slap, and lots of other things. All of them are called hit. So hit is a more general word to say a slap and punch and other violent actions like this. Here, it refers to the situation. Smith is saying the situation was a mess. Mess is an adjective and it's opposite of ideal, opposite of good. It was a mess. It was awful. That feeling, that situation was a mess, was not good. The interview on the late night US TV talk show was the first time Smith had been publicly challenged about the attack. Attack is when you do something violently all of a sudden. That is called attack. He attacked Rock by slapping him. He suddenly went to the Rock and slapped him. It was an attack. Smith told Noah he understood the often quoted theory that hurt people hurt people. Discussing the background to his Oscars assault, the actor said, it was a lot of things. It was the little boy that watched his father beat up his mother, All of that just bubbled up in that moment. That's not who I want to be. Will Smith here is making an excuse for his behavior because of his background. Beat up here means attack. Hit someone. Beat up someone means to hit someone, to attack someone. I'm not really happy to teach you these words, but I guess that you'll hear these words a lot in movies and sometimes songs. So you should know this, but I'm not happy about teaching them. The next word is bubbled up. Do you remember the word bottled up? It doesn't pour. But imagine that if there was soda in this bottle and I shake it a lot, and when I opened it, the soda would bubble up, bubble up. So when you bubble up your emotions, it means that emotion, that anger that you have kept a lot, suddenly comes to the surface and you have to express it in a bad way. Smith has opened up before about growing up in an abusive home. Open up to someone. When you open up, you tell people, you tell that person that lots of things, lots of pains that you have kept a lot inside yourself. If I open up to you, I will tell you about my problems, my pains, my, bad situations. Then we have the phrasal verb grow up. Grow up. Grow up means to be raised. To be raised. There is an example. You can say, I live in Florida right now, but I grew up in Texas. Don't forget that this is a phrasal verb and you need to use up with grow. Grow up. Abusive. Abusive. The stress is on the second syllable. Abusive. Abusive is an adjective and it means using cruel words or physical violence. Using cruel words or physical violence. Abusive home, it was a home that the child has witnessed, has seen, or maybe has been a part of physical violence. So let's read the article one more time and you can read it along with me to practice your pronunciation and reading a skill. Let's go. Will Smith says bottled rage led him to slap Chris Rock at the Oscars. Will Smith has said his bottled rage led him to slap comedian Chris Rock on a stage at the Oscars in March. The actor has been interviewed for the first time since the incident, which he described as a horrific night. Appearing on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, he said, I was going through something that night, Not that justifies my behavior at all. Smith added that there were many nuances and complexities to it, but added, I lost it. Smith stormed the stage at the Hollywood Awards ceremony after Rock made a joke about Smith's wife Jada's shaved head. She has the hair loss condition alopecia. Hurt people hurt people. I understand how shocking that was for people, he told Noah. I was gone. That was a rage that had been bottled for a really long time. He said he also understood the pain he had caused and recalled the reaction of his 9-year-old nephew that night. He's the sweetest little boy, Smith said. We came home and he had stayed up late to see his Uncle Will. And we're sitting in my kitchen and he's on my lap and he's holding the Oscar. And he's just like, why did you hit that man, Uncle Will? It was a mess. The interview on the late-night U.S. TV talk show was the first time Smith had been publicly challenged about the attack. Smith told Noah he understood the often-quoted theory that hurt people hurt people. Discussing the background to his Oscars assault, the actor said, it was a lot of things. It was the little boy that watched his father beat up his mother, All of that just bubbled up in that moment. That's not who I want to be. Smith has opened up before about growing up in an abusive home. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Bye bye for now.